I've been hustling.
I've been hustling. Every day I've been hustling, baby.
Every day I've been hustling.
I've been hustling. Every day.
What?
It's already.
What's up, y'all? It's Miss Georgia, the biggest hustler, and I'm here today with
Except God, Trapp Tarell.
and we finna let y'all know how he hustles. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, Trapp, thank you for coming through today. How you doing?
I'm great. How
Okay,
you
that's
guys
it.
doing?
Doing well. We know you're a busy man, so I'm
man.
glad to have you come through. I see you brought something with you today too.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is this?
Bought some Disbelief tequila. You know what I'm saying? Take a little
A
shot.
little bit.
Black on.
What proof?
Let me see. 80.
Okay, I just need a little bit of that. Okay, that's enough.
Man, that wasn't even nothing.
I'm not really a drinker, so you said
Alright.
80 proof?
Yeah, but all of it 80 proof, ain't it?
I may have to put it in my.
Black.
I might have to put it in my orange juice.
But these are black. This black on. You know they out of Memphis. Ralph.
Smell good.
Yeah.
Smell good. You
Super
said black
dope.
on.
Yep.
Out of Memphis. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, for sure.
For
It's
sure,
in a lot of
sure.
states already, but
Okay.
I believe it's coming here.
And that's good too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good too. So y'all gotta get y'all some. For sure. And we're gonna get started. I mean, Trapp, tell the people just a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Let's see. Originally from Gulfport, you know what I'm saying? Then when I was about 13, I moved to Prentice,
Okay.
or 12. And then I stayed there till I was 17.
Okay.
And then went to Hattiesburg, you know, USM for a little while. And, you know, so I'm from here.
Okay.
Gulfport,
Originally.
and then I was in Prentice and I came back.
Okay, so pretty much you would say you spent like your adolescence in Prentice becoming
Yeah,
a
my
teenager.
teen years, yeah. And I
Yeah.
did the summers here, but the schooling for sure.
Okay,
in, Prentice, yeah.
okay. I mean, would you say that got a lot to do with, you know, like your journey right now? Like, you know, being from Mississippi, would you say it curved you in any way?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think being from here, for real though, I think we different than most when I like meet artists from other places and stuff.
Right.
I do think if you can make it out of like here for real, you can make it anywhere. Like I know they be saying that about New York, but like they got everything in New York. You know?
Right.
All you gotta do is get up and go. Like,
Right.
but if you can make it out of here, it's like with no resources, with all the like, you know what I'm saying? It's a big deal.
Resources are, you know, almost slim to none.
Imagine being able to just like, imagine having studio options.
Exactly.
And we ain't all building our own studios and like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, imagine like DJs trying to break records, like trying, like that should be different.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
Would you say like artists coming from Mississippi or down south are being viewed different, like into the industry? Are you thinking we getting enough exposure as we should be?
I think Mississippi need a sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm just be for real. I think that we need a sound, and it's not like it's just easy to come up with, like, you know what I mean? Ain't
Right.
Like somebody just make up a sound and then next week everybody doing it, and you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It take time. But you see how like certain regions have like, you know, a sound. Like I know when the artists from Baton Rouge, they all sound alike and they all use the same kind of beats and they all.
That's true.
I know when you from Texas.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I just think it needs its own sound. But overall, I also don't think the state is big enough to hold the sound. You know what I'm saying? I also think that. So I think for us it'll take more of like supporting each other for everybody to get them versus trying to adapt the sound.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was so are you saying pretty much build like a unity pretty much?
Yeah, I think that's the way we would have to do it.
Exactly.
Because I don't think we hold, like the state ain't big enough to hold the sound.
Exactly.
And like we do got this whole pain thing, but like it's a difference in the pain that like it's sad versus raw wave sound like relatable pain. That's why everybody, like when the pain here is kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? I went through the mud, you know, like it's slow and kind of sad, you know. So I think the way we can do it is like a unity thing.
Okay. I mean, being from Mississippi with your sound, Mm-hmm. Would you say it has anything to do with, you know, where you come from, or would you say, you know, like your creativity is a little bit different?
No, I don't think my sound got anything. Like, I don't, because I wasn't like trying to be no rapper or nothing.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was trying to sound like Lil Wayne, so, and then I ended up telling a story, you know what I mean, eventually, and I told stories before Timmy Turner. It's just that one happened to be, but I wasn't trying to tell stories and no shit like that, but I was ultimately, when I first started rapping, I was trying to sound like Lil Wayne.
Wow. And I skipped the question, so I'm going back. I'm sorry, how did we forget? We here at Hustling with Miss Georgia podcast. Tell the people, what is your hustle? Like, you know, what would you say Trapp Tarell wants to be known for, is known for?
YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I want a YouTube empire.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I found my way on YouTube, and I never was even saying I was like a whole rapper thing. Like, I always just looked at myself as a creator, and like, cause I can do anything. I write skits. I do so much. It's just that happened. I get known for the music stuff, but like for real though, I wasn't running around saying, "Oh, I'm a rapper" the whole time. You could ask everybody. I'd be like, "I'm a creator." You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what I do.
Wow.
So.
And I'm familiar with your work, like, you know. And if y'all not, make sure y'all go search Trapp Tarell. Lots of work, lots of content. You gonna love it. But tell us, share with us, please. How are you coming up with so many different things, so many different stories? Like, where is it coming from? Like, explain the process.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I literally turn the beat on and then whatever, you know.
And it just come to you. So are you most of the time freestyling almost everything?
Yeah, I definitely quit writing a minute ago. Because it was taking up time, like space and shit. And then I just went in there on my own and tried to freestyle a story. And then I started looking at it like, it's the same thing. I'm thinking of it and then
you just need to
writing
a little faster.
So now I'm like, I can just do that while I'm sitting in the chair. But it ain't too hard though.
Was it hard to make that transition from going from kind of running your work to now you just off the dome? It took no practice. It just...
Nope, I went in there, I tried. I did Shy Guy. That's the first song I ever just went in there and tried. And then it turned out good and I was like, oh shit, I'm like that. Like, that's really how I was thinking. Like, I'm like, yeah, I think like that all the time. Like,
okay.
I'm just like that. But
how long would you say it takes to come up with
the story?
Like
an hour, 45 minutes? It don't take long, Joe. It don't take long at all. For real.
I mean, I think it's...
I got lives where I'm doing it live, and you'll see.
Right.
You know.
So what I'm really curious about is, because considering it's a story, you know what I'm saying? Every time you're just listening to your last track and saying, okay, this what it's gonna be next. Are you putting lots of... That's freestyle.
So let me tell you what
events.
So I'll be doing this. Sometimes I'll be like, ooh, and then on part 8 I'm gonna do this. And then on part 9, but then I always forget because I might record them 3 weeks. Right. You know what I'm saying? In between each other and stuff. But ultimately, yeah, if I don't remember, like David just asked me about the end of the video, and I said, well, what happened? You know what I mean? So I'll go back and listen to it, and then be like, all right, cool. But I don't be knowing where they going, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that I never really know the story going. It make it interesting.
Exactly.
You know
it makes it fun. So you pretty much, it sounds like you love what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I don't know what else I would do. I was in the medical field before. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to do. You know what I mean? I was just trying to get some money. But how I ended up doing this, I know that it's like what I'm supposed to be doing. It was a complete... everything that I had planned in my life fell apart and it wouldn't fix. And I didn't even do nothing. And everything fell apart. I'm not lying, man. Everything fell apart.
Right.
Everything. So I was trying to get stuff expunged. I'm telling you.
Right.
And then I finessed a little MacBook and found, like, man, that's it. That's how I know I'm supposed to be.
And look what it's
doing it, for real. The story too crazy. Like,
yeah, that's
I
crazy.
ended up rapping. I'm being rapped.
Well, tell us the story real fast. How did you get here to this moment? of becoming Trapp Tarell?
If I just skip, I'm gonna make it quick.
Okay.
So I did school, you know what I'm saying, graduated. So I had gotten in some real trouble, and I knew, and I had, you know, I was in the medical field, and I was working at Cedar Lake Surgery Center, right? So, but I knew I had gotten in some real trouble that was like catching up with me. So I wasn't gonna be able to be a nurse, you know what I mean? So eventually it catch up, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to get it just off my record, and it seemed like I could, like everything, you know. But I'm getting all these job offers, like every hospital, because I'm a dude, and you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So I'm getting all these offers and shit. So I went through hell trying to get that shit off my record, and like I said, I ended up finessing the MacBook. And one day I was just going through it, clicking every app on there, and I ended up clicking the FL Studios. And I remembered it because my cousin Highway here produced it. But I didn't know nothing about it, so I opened it, closed it, you know what I'm saying? So I was a producer about 10 seconds, you know what I'm saying? I pressed something in. I said, I don't know what that shit is, turned it off. But ultimately, I ended up getting to GarageBand. And then, like I said, as a joke, the song I Wish I Can Every Girl in the World, like that was out at the time. I stripped the beat, you know, back then you had to do all kind of wild shit to get an instrumental. It was not like it is now, you can just put it up. But I did it, and I ended up making a little song just as a joke. Again, it wasn't even a joke, I was just doing it. And I put it on YouTube, and I was just watching YouTube at the time. I didn't even know nothing about uploading for people to watch. I just put it up. And this nigga from London, Dre's Beats, he commented. It had like 13 views and 2 comments, but he commented and was like, "You fired," like, and it boosted my head up from there. And it wasn't even good, like, but I guess back then there was. But he was like, "You fired. I could put you out of CD or some shit."
Wow.
And then like we emailed back and forth, and like I said, I did not rap, man. They got like a cover and stuff made for me. A lady in Long Beach was looking to shoot people for free. I went and like took some pictures on USM campus, sent them to him. They got me a cover made.
Wow.
And I had $125. I got this dude to record me, and I just was making songs. You know what I'm saying? And then I just never stopped. I just never stopped making songs after that. So.
How long ago was that?
Like 9 years, 10 years. For real. Yeah. But I had other brands before We The Family, though. You know what I'm saying? We The Family ended up sticking for about 5-6 years now. 7 years.
And that's it. You would say that's it right now. That's it. It's solid. It's
yeah. It's stuck. Sure. Before I had Wow.
Yeah.
Winners Only Win. It was trash, though. You should have saw the logo. It was terrible.
But look, consistency. But look where you at now. And my next question was, would you say, I'm sure you have way more goals ahead, but are you looking back and explaining that? Are you happy, you know, with how far you've come, considering, you know, all of those milestones it took to get here?
Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna lie, you know, at first I wasn't seeing it, like, not that I wasn't proud, but like I just wasn't seeing it. But I ended up having that conversation with Jack Harlow, and it really made me really look at what I'm doing, like where I came from, how far I came, all the people that like it done reached. You know, I went and looked, and I had 450 million views, and I was just like, it's just me.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just me. You know, all the people that done came together for videos, and you know, I just started looking at that, and then, you know, my biggest thing is I knew when I was little, I knew when I was young that I was supposed to be doing something. So to end up in this position, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just know I'm supposed to be doing it, you know. So I am proud of everything, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people do it. I done heard a lot of stories of people doing it from around here, or, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure, I am.
Now I heard.
And I did it by like with my own mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not know anybody. You know what I'm saying? This was all off of trying shit over and over every day. every day, not making no money for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the first money was $1. It wasn't like no 100. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was like, so hell yeah, I am most super proud.
Super proud about it, yeah. And you should be. Cheers to that. You got something in your cup? Yeah.
Ass and titties. You gotta do this. Ass, titties. There you go.
We proud, cause that's a celebration.
Nah, for real.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I love like talking about growth. Like, you know, it's beautiful. But I wanted to ask you, for one, did you just say Jack Harlow's mom?
Look, let me tell you how I ran into this lady. It was crazy. I went to I was in Augusta, Georgia. Okay. And my sister made me mad, right? It was Thanksgiving. And she made me it's like she made me mad. And I'm like, I'm finna leave. But I just went like to somewhere close. And it was New Augusta, South Carolina. It was like an hour away. And the place was like a Monopoly board. It was nice as fuck there. Right. But I ended up like getting a hotel and shit there. And like, we was on the rooftop and shit, me and my ex. And then we, like, this nigga lied for us to go downstairs, for everybody to go downstairs. But we end up down there, and, like, we just talking and stuff, you know, me and her. And, you know, people, like, some people was recognizing me passing by and shit. She never was saying nothing. And then she turned around and was like, hey, I don't mean to be in your business or whatever, but, you know, are you a rapper or whatever? And I was like, yeah, you know. And then she looked me up and stuff. She told me her son was Jack Harlow. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, you know, I don't know why this white lady saying this, you know. But for real, you know, the girl with it was like, you know, she is. And they like pulled up all these pictures and stuff. But it was crazy because she was at that, you know, that hotel.
Right, same place you at.
But after that, she started saying, you know, I don't know what I was saying, but apparently, you know, it made her feel like she needed to tell me, like, to like just appreciate and really look around. You know what I mean? Look at what I did. You know, I haven't had to like punch a clock in like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. It's been like 10, 11 years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that's the kind of stuff she started making me, like, I accomplished something. I've been living off this and paying people, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I got kids, a lot of them. You feel what I'm saying? So, and everybody's gotten, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, really good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been able to expose my kids, take them, like, you know, they so mentally older because of this stuff. You know what I mean? The pressure of putting it on.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she just made me really see, like,
exactly
what I've accomplished. Because I promise you, I did not see it before that moment like I do now.
Crazy.
I was never enjoying it. I was just accomplishing it and keep going. Like, I never...
Not appreciating them steps.
I never even thought about nothing. Like, when I get stuff, I just be like, I think of the next stuff. Like, I never was like, celebrating myself. So, yeah, she did that.
Shout out to Jack.
Shout out to her, for real.
Mama.
For real. She the reason I just started thinking bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
For real.
And because I want to go back as well. Because I think that goes hand in hand, because right before that you said this is what you feel like you should be doing.
Yeah. I can't picture me doing that.
For anybody that's in that moment right now that's wondering, they stuck, they're curious, what should I be doing? What is my calling? What's my purpose? What kind of advice would you give them?
To just let go. Like, and you'll know. Be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Be open-minded. Try things. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be one of them, I don't like to do this people. Because you don't ever know. I was not no nigga said I was going to be no rapper. I just said I was not. I would have never thought this. Man. You got to be open-minded. You have to. And fear is fake. That's the truth.
What you mean about that? Explain that quote real quick.
Everybody a bit of cashier. Your ass is scared as hell on that first day. by the end of the week, you damn near finna embezzle out that bitch. So, point is, no, for real, that's everybody.
For real,
that's everybody. Point is, you think it be in your head, you was scared to be a cashier, you was nervous, but not. It's 4,000 buttons. What the fuck, you know?
Exactly. But now it's familiar.
You damn near know how to fucking rob the place. You feel what I'm saying? So like everything is like that. Everything. You be thinking it's one way, and then when you start doing it, it is not like that, man. Before you go on stage, you're nervous. You start rapping, you forget, you just rapping at that point. You know what I mean? You're not even thinking like. So that's what I mean.
That's it. Sound like to me, just take the risk.
Fear is fake, bro.
Just take the risk. That was a great example. Look, if you was a cashier, I know you took some
everybody, bro. Come on, bro. I had a whole operation running out of Toys R Us when I was in college.
I know the number one combo was 808.
Man, come on. You know how it is.
I know how it is. I mean, in making it to this point, would you say you had any inspirations, like any other artists that were mainstream already in the industry? Anybody you looked up to?
See, Lil Wayne has always been my favorite rapper, right? And he still is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't like BG for saying F Wayne, and I liked him at first when he first came out. I said, I'm gonna fuck with you. But it's that serious. You know what I mean? So Lil Wayne has always been like my favorite rapper. But for real, when I started like saying, okay, I'm gonna do this, he was too big to model after. You know what I'm saying? Everything he was doing was already on a skyrocket level, so he couldn't really inspire me, like as far as music. But so what I did, I spent hours and hours watching J. Cole and Big Sean vlogs and stuff when they first was coming up. You know what I'm saying? And that really is how I got the mindset of ain't no shortcuts. You feel what I'm saying? Watching them, and they inspired me. To be honest, J. Cole, Big Sean, watching them, seeing them go from, you know, knowing Big Sean was signed to Kanye for a year and a half, and before he even got to rap a word, you know, and then seeing it. I watched every vlog. I used to be up till 4 in the morning. Watching them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Watching everything they had going on. So that's what really like inspired me. I got a song called I'm Not J. Cole that I'm literally talking about how I basically was copying everything I was seeing them do. You know, I heard Oprah say to see somebody's blueprint and not do it is foolish. But I didn't understand like really what that meant. Like, so I was doing what J. Cole was doing, you know what I'm saying? But then after it wasn't working and shit, which in the song, you know, I talk about that. I had to kind of realize, you know, I ain't J. Cole. But it just basically meant like the nigga is working. You know what I mean? I'm watching him don't skip no steps. You know, I'm watching him come up with creative ways to interact with his fans. You know what I mean? That's the blueprint. So that's what I started doing at work.
And those are very lyrical, like I would say, legends. So,
yeah.
Definitely studied the craft, you know.
Yeah, them niggas can rap.
Really, for sure. And really, since we're talking about the industry right now, I just have to ask, what do you think about P.Diddy right now? I mean, he's such a huge hip-hop pioneer, and right now being exposed with so many different things.
Oh, man. So, for real, I've been looking at it and shit every day, you know what I'm saying? So from what it looked like, so the dude who sued him, Lil Rod, is telling his story of Diddy. And in his story, it seems to be a crime committed, which is the sex trafficking stuff. Right? Because of that dude they just arrested, the drug mule dude, was apparently negotiating his monthly allowance with Young Miami now. And if he negotiated their allowance, then that's the definition of sex trafficking. So I don't even really fucking know.
Wait, his allowance of what?
You know, like his girlfriend allowance, like, but in the paperwork they got them
I get it now.
They got them labeled as sex workers.
I get it now because he was exchanging an allowance,
exchanging money for
and
sex.
that is kind of like prostitution. Well, Yeah.
And that's why they arrested the white dude. That they keep calling the drug mule, but he was also the one negotiating the price with them. So that's the definition of sex trafficking. So
negotiating the price for who?
Young Miami and Jade, and then 50 Cent baby mama, she one of them. She's crazy. So I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's rich nigga shit. I know for a fact everybody wasn't no motherfucking victim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's too many. We've been knowing these parties been going on for too long. Everybody got a story. Why everybody got a story and how they didn't go? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a story about how they didn't go. Who was there then?
Who was there? But everybody knows P.Diddy parties.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what happened there, but they was never there.
Never there.
You know what I mean? I saw Lecrae talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The Christian rapper. Mm-hmm. And he was saying somebody told him, don't be here at 1:30. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to participate in some shit. Then he was like, when 1:30 came, and then he started telling the story. I'm like, nigga, why was you there at 1:30? But you telling
What's his name?
Lecrae. But he telling the story like he, you know what I mean? Like
they told you.
But they told you, Joe. Like, what is you trying to act like? You know? So I don't know, man. I think that you know how it is. Just another black man going down.
That's exactly
we don't have any black like superstars that like retire or die a legend. Everybody go down before. Everybody, just if you name all the greats from Bill Cosby to anything, we don't have.
Still doing good.
That's it. But he alive, and we just hope whenever he pass, he can just pass as Denzel. Cause they not letting nobody.
Let him in peace.
Please, bro. Cause that's the last one. I'm trying to. Like, that's it.
Yeah, only one. But I understand.
You know, so I really don't know. I think if it was just like they was fucking and shit, I don't think nothing wrong with that. Niggas can have sex parties and shit, but I also don't think everybody know.
Yeah.
Victim. They just say you gotta tell the nigga no. He gonna ask. You know?
No Diddy.
Yeah, like they say. You know, I heard people say that years ago. They was just like, you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. You just gotta tell him no.
Yeah, they've been saying it for a long time.
But I ain't never heard nobody say he held nobody down or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or put a gun to nobody. They just say they be scared to tell him no.
Yeah, I just heard the song of Meek Mill and they exposed the lyrics and he said, I hope they forgive me.
But what I did with Diddy, was that real?
It is real.
I heard a little sex tape too. Of like, but they say that was AI generated. You know?
I don't know.
He's like moaning and shit.
If the song is real, that tell you a lot because why we gotta forgive you?
I agree. I agree. I think that too. Because I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Okay.
Because it's Meek.
It's Meek. And it's
like, come on, Meek. Don't do this. Yeah. But I do wonder if that is real. Like, because what do you...
It's alright.
You know.
We ain't gonna forgive you yet. But we're talking about right now being a man in the industry.
Yeah.
Could you explain it? Like, how do you feel being a black man in the industry now, seeing, you know, exactly what you said, how men grow themselves and end up on the other side?
I do think, you know, just from my experience, you know what I'm saying, I do think it's a business where you need to ask questions, you know what I'm saying, and that's everything, right. You know, you need to learn what's happening. Even if you trust somebody, it's nothing wrong with asking, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. I tell the artists that's what we the family at, you know what I mean, like, I know y'all trust me and stuff, but like, know what's going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me just tell you everything and then you just going and you don't know what you're going for. You get like, know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as you ask questions and like ask questions, man. Like the questions you want to ask straight out, not beating around the bush and that passive aggressive shit everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think as long as you ask questions, you will be fine. You know what I mean? To be for real. But honestly, it's been cool. You know, it's like everything. You know, it's gatekeepers. It's it's people that want you to change stuff about yourself. One thing that I can point out in particular where somebody wanted me to change, right? So this was right before King Von, right? So I must have went viral like 3 times in like a month. Like it was like big viral. So I had all these labels, right? So I never had no intentions on like signing with nobody that wasn't trying to take everybody. So I never had no intentions on it. But of course I was entertaining labels. But one label in particular, Alamo Records, right? Alamo is the one Dirk signed to, Rod Wave signed to. So it was a dude there named Buddy, younger white kid. So Buddy reached out to me and stuff, and we was talking. But at the time he was pitching to me. He was like, storytelling is like the next wave, which it was. You end up getting T Grizzly doing it. Everybody was doing it. Joyner had another level up. King Von came. So it was, but that's what he was on. He was like, it's the next wave, and your name come up a lot. I'm like, all right, cool. But he was like, the problem is, like, it just like looked like movies a little too much. So I was like, well, that's what I'm like. Ultimately, that's where I want to end. So I'm using this as a way to show, like, that I have movie vision.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's what I told him. But he was like, yeah, that's cool and all, but we just want to be a little more like raunchy. That's what he said, like raunchy. So I knew he meant like hood shit. Like it was hood stories, but it wasn't like gritty. It felt like a production. It felt like a movie. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what he was talking about. But ultimately, we going back and forth over that.
Right.
So he's telling me, we just signed Dirk, we just signed Rod Wave, all this shit. But after me and him going back and forth, we was just going back and forth. And then I stopped hearing from him. Right? Now I wasn't thinking about it because, talking to so many people. I talked to so many people. But I stopped hearing from him. And then a month later, King Von came. And he signed to Dirk, and Dirk was with Alamo, so they had King Von. They didn't need to negotiate with me no more. But that was the time where they wanted me to change. And I was like, well, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to really. But King Von came, and that's exactly what, and we love King Von so much that I saw why. You know what I'm saying? But, but King Von came.
Right.
And that was the time, you know what I'm saying? They wanted me to change, but they'll move on. And as they should. I mean, I wasn't trying to do that shit. Ultimately, you see what happened to King Von. You see what I'm saying?
Everything happens for a reason.
Ultimately, you see what happened, so I was thankful for that.
Exactly. I was just going to say, are you happy with that choice?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And yeah. Yep. Exactly. I'm just going to leave it there. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about algorithm?
Algorithm?
Yeah.
I think, I got a friend that work at YouTube and stuff, and he explained algorithm to me. And he told me it is an algorithm. But I think as far as us, the creators and stuff, I don't think we should be concerned about it outside of like hashtags and trending. You know what I'm saying? So if something's trending, obviously, or hashtags trend, obviously. But I mean, like, as far as when people be trying to figure out what to do and stuff, bro, you'll never do that. That's why consistency is the most important thing. If you always dropping and you consistent, whenever the algorithm fall into your favor, you will be there. And then they'll have plenty to go back and watch, because that's what they do. So if you just be consistent, you're not really worried about algorithm like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what's popular, you know what I mean? You can do that if you want to, but like if you just doing your thing, and I promise you, if you just be consistent, whenever because it's going to change in your favor, bro. Who worked for something for 5 years and didn't get it? Like, nobody, bro. Like, so it's going to fall in your favor,
right.
But you got to be there when it do. When people be quitting 2 times a year, and I quit for 2 months, and that shit could have fell in your favor in that 2 months, but you'll never know. Because your ass was out of here talking about you needed a break. So we all need a break, nigga. So
you gotta be a real hustler.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
For real.
If you want it, you gotta get up. You gotta go get it.
Yeah, I be seeing your statuses and stuff. That be real shit. All that shit be real shit. Dead ass. I be saying them shits and I'm like, nigga, that's real shit. Yeah. Because for real though, out of everybody I know, you the only motherfucker I know. Like, get up and I see you doing it every day. Every day. And that's no cap. The way that we was doing it every day.
Another cheers. Real
Hold on, ass the titties now.
Just like that. Real hustlers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you promote? Like, do you promote? What would you say is your promoting process?
So, I ain't did much promoting, you know what I'm saying? You know, luckily I just been blessed to make, I make binge watch music. So that's been, I haven't had to promote as much. Now, I do promote, you know, I go live and do the regular stuff everybody do. But I do make binge watch music. I don't make music that, the stories aren't going to be something that you just driving around in your car. It's going to be something that you end up, somebody going to send to you, or you on there and then you're going to end up watching everything. So I put up videos at a rapid pace and don't look at the views because we always go back and then they high. Because it's binge watch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Music. So I don't really have to promote because it's so unique. It'll never go out of style. It'll never be a time where people don't like storytelling because movies are storytelling, poems are storytelling, skits are storytelling, everything is storytelling.
Everything.
So it'll never be a time where it don't do what it's supposed to do. So I just worry about just making sure I got the content up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna work.
And it's gonna work.
Every time.
It's gonna work. I already asked you before, but that was to anybody that was looking to find your purpose. But what advice would you give someone that's just trying to do anything? You know, still trying to defeat the everyday life, you know, of being a parent or anything like that. What kind of advice, what would you say is the number one thing to be able to energize and keep going after that?
You're gonna need people. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing, you know. The people that love you, love them. You know what I mean? Stay in touch with people that's close to you. Your mama, your sister, just whoever, you know what I mean? You're gonna need people. Don't be afraid to ask people. You know, if you express yourself to somebody and then they react in a negative way, just move on. Like you know what I mean? But don't give up on people. Right. Don't be like, oh, I can't trust people. I don't want to talk to nobody because one person. Because remember the last time when I talked to this person, they said like, but you're going to need people. And that's period. That's parenting. You're going to need people. Friendship, you're going to need your friends. Like, and be there for people. Everybody's selfish, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking about themselves. Be there for people. You know what I'm saying? Live and let live. Bro.
Straight like that.
For real, though. And I promise you, it'll be alright. Cause fear, it's all out of fear. It's all out of fear for real.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up and get it every day. Don't be scared. Take the risk. So Trapp Tarell.
Cause if you don't do nothing, you losing anyway. You miss all the shots you don't take.
Cause you're not trying.
For real.
Exactly.
And losing is not bad. You know what I mean? It's so much shit. I'm telling you, it's so much.
Yeah.
But for real, losing ain't bad. I don't care about losing. I don't remember. If you sat here and was like, yeah, what was the worst loss you ever took? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I forget. I don't remember that shit. You know
because is it losing though anyway when you're constantly trying to get better?
Hell no, cause as soon as I realized it didn't work, I'm back on top of that shit. I never even saw it as
it's
a
how
loss.
you look at it. You never losing.
That's a fact.
Never losing.
I'm back on top of it every time. You know what I'm saying?
And Trapp, let the people know, like, if they wanted to keep up, you know, with your hustle, where can they find you? Where can they locate Trapp Tarell?
You can Google Trapp Tarell, you know what I'm saying? But my biggest focus is my label and the artist that's on the label. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have my time and have had my time, and I'm happy. And my, you know, the path I'm taking with movies, and you know what I'm saying? I'm finna be working with Tubi and stuff. Like, I'm happy, you know. But musically, my biggest goal is, you know, Chanel, Trey, you know, Peso, and Rico. So y'all make sure y'all check them out. You know what I'm saying? Famous Rico, Chanel Nicole, Lil Boy Trey, and Peso 3 times. They all hard, and you know that's kind of my passion right now, trying to blow them up. Right. And it's hard. But you know what I'm saying?
Look, this was hard in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey, look, I'm patient. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping them, you know what I'm saying, patient and shit. But I'm good, and you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm happy with what's the progress everybody make, watching the progress, keeping up with the numbers. You know what I mean? And watching them grow, so.
Yeah, because that's what it's all about. To be able to celebrate. Yeah. It don't stop. We consistently growing. Mm-hmm. You already said that. But y'all already know. We had Trapp Tarell here today to tell us how he hustled.
Yep, got 30 of them.
He brought up Disbelief. It was amazing.
Shout out to my boy Ralph. Memphis 10.
It was great taste. Got me a little tipsy over here. It was wonderful.
Ralph said when they get to Mississippi, he gonna put me on the billboard. So
it's here. We with it with the hustling.
I'm trying to get on the Cedar Lake billboard so I can make everybody upset that I'm on there.
Right there. Make them crash. But y'all already know it's Miss Georgiaa, the biggest hustler. Mm-hmm. And we out.
Catch around.
Every day I've been hustling.
Every day I've been hustling, baby.
Every day I've been hustling.
Every day I've been hustling.